Recently, I watched one episode. It was a podcast. It was a very famous celebrity who was there in the podcast, and I just watched the whole conversation. It was almost about 1 hour thing, but I really watched it because I really, really appreciate that lady so much. She is actually a very good, genuine, and simple human, and that you can make out only while listening to her. When she's speaking, whether even if you are listening to somebody through screen, through social media, you can definitely catch the energy, catch the vibe, and you can see that how much real is it, right? जब उनसे ये पूछा गया कि कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ है दैट जो उनको सबसे ज़्यादा ख़राब लगी है अपनी लाइफ की, या सबसे ज़्यादा तकलीफ देती है, या व्हाट शी सेड कि उनको ये रिग्रेट अपनी लाइफ पे होता है कि काश कि वो और कॉन्फिडेंट होती, और या फिर वो सेल्फ डाउट में नहीं होती. उनको ऐसा लगता है कि शी हैड सो मच इन हर, सो मच पोटेंशियल, सो मच टैलेंट एंड सो मच फायर दैट शायद वो बहुत कुछ और करती और उनकी लाइफ को बहुत अलग तरह से क्रिएट कर पाती, सिर्फ अगर कॉन्फिडेंस वाले उस पर वो स्ट्रॉन्गर होती तो. वट आई कुड रियली सेंस दैट येस, आई टोटली एग्री what she said, that confidence really plays the most vital role and the strongest role in your life. Personally, even if I talk about this, so I would say that just when you are confident, wherever you are sitting, what is confidence, how do you define it? It actually does not mean that you have everything when you are going in a crowd and facing a crowd or facing the world or going in a room. It actually is about whether you have anything or you don't have anything, but you are confident, you are just relaxed, and you are confident that you can make it, you can do it, and you are the best. Best as in you are really strong enough to face everything and anything. That is actually the confidence. So I personally feel that really strongly, and I have always believed in that. So I think that is something which is very important for all of us to understand, and for that we need to have clear thinking, clear approach towards a lot of things in our life, and confidence is something that we always need to work on. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruchi and this is a new episode of Unfiltered Life. So when we talk about confidence, it starts like, I have seen a lot of people thinking that if only someone is really good looking, very good personality, everything is very good, you will get to know how people, can be so much pretty, so much beautiful, literally, but they really are unnoticed. Nobody even looks at them. Why? Not because, because they are unnoticed, because they don't have any confidence. They don't have that aura. It is something that is work which will always be there, work in progress kind of thing. The day you stop working on yourself, it is a work that you do on yourself to, create your self-confidence. And the day you stop working on yourself, you will keep deteriorating in that area, in that thing. So when we talk about self-confidence and we talk about also self-doubt, we are going to talk about these two terms. So first we are going to talk about self-confidence. When we talk about confidence, the most important thing which comes is yourself as a person, what you are made of, actually your mind and your body, correct? These two are the most important things, and since they are most important thing, you have to understand, basically we are talking about your health. Your mind and your body is your health. Health is wealth. It's कितनी भी बार सुना हो, कैसा भी हो, बट यही फैक्ट है, यही ट्रूथ है. सो व्हेन इट इज़ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, जो भगवान ने मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट बना के भेजा है, तो आपको भी उसको मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पे ही रखना पड़ेगा. अगर आप उसको साइड करोगे तो सीधी सी बात है कि इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क फॉर यू, इट्स गोइंग टू हार्म यू. सो व्हेन यू हैव टू कीप द मोस्ट प्रायोरिटी थिंग in your life is your mind health, mental health, and your body, physical fitness. When we are talking about physical fitness, it has nothing to do with your shape and size. Definitely it has everything to do with your fitness. Okay, so when we talk about fitness, you have to work on these two fitness consistently, always, and you have to be very clear in understanding that what actually is fitness, what actually will work for you, and what actually you are not supposed to do. So there are a lot of myths also about fitness, about things like, if you talk about gymming, there is a very common saying I have heard myself a lot of times. People will talk like, यार जिम जाने से कुछ नहीं होता है, very common saying, जिम जाने से कुछ नहीं होता है, फालतू की चीज़ है. आप जिम जाते हो तो सडनली योर वेट विल ड्रॉप, एंड देन आप जाना रोक देते हो तो आपका वेट डबल हो जाता है. No, I think it's totally wrong. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. Yes, what actually happens, there has to be a correction. What actually happens when people go gym, that time they're super excited. So what they do, they start their dieting thing here and they start going to gym. Obviously, then double it works, and with that enthusiasm, they lose quite much of weight, and then suddenly they get tired of it and they stop going. And then because they were controlling their food from so long, they will start eating. So what they are doing, they are stopping exercise and they are eating, so obviously it's going to increase their weight, right? And then they blame it on gym. But basically इसमें जिम की कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है. इट्स ऑल अबाउट you have to think clearly and you have to understand clearly. Second thing is, people also have a myth that crash diets, अगर आपको वेट लूज करना है, वेट लूज करोगे, दुबले होगे तभी अच्छे लगोगे, that is important for you to look beautiful, you need to look certain way. No, you don't need to look certain way. You just need to be healthy. Healthy is beautiful. Healthy is very attractive and very beautiful. For being healthy, you just need to understand that crash diets never work. Crash diets के बहुत सारे drawbacks होते हैं when you actually cut on your food without understanding what you are doing. So basically you are suppressing your cravings, you are suppressing your thoughts, your thing, because food is emotional. Food is not only something that you eat. Food is something very, very emotional, and it's for everybody like that, okay? So food has a very strong relationship with your emotional health and your mental health. You just need to understand how you're supposed to eat right. Eating right is the correct thing. Third thing is, I've also seen a lot of people, third myth actually, that people think physical workout, you can just do whatever by watching social media or just watching somewhere. 3 months may you can do this, 1 month may you can do this, 2 months may. No, it doesn't work like that. It's a myth, okay? Because when you're watching something without understanding, so it can be very, very dangerous and very, very harmful to you. Why people want to complicate it, it is not at all complicated thing. To be fit, to be healthy is the simplest thing. It is nothing complicated, okay? So everybody has to be people even ask me that how you maintain things, how you do things. Because why? Because people have made it a big hawa. People have made it a big task that, okay, to be fit and healthy is such a big thing, but it is not. So the first and the most important thing is eating right. When we talk about eating right, I just want to tell you here that you need to be knowing that everything you should eat, okay? As long as it is about your ghar ka khana, healthy khana, roti, sabzi, dal, chawal, salad, and varieties of vegetables, seasonal vegetables, as whatever is that, curd, milk, as per the season, as per your body tolerance. And if you cut off something, you only need to cut off things which you don't want to eat, okay? But if there is something which you want to eat, which you like to eat, you never cut it off, because that is like suppressing your desires, that is like suppressing your cravings, and it is very unhealthy, because it definitely has a bad effect on your mind, and at the same time you can't do it for a long time. You have to sustain whatever you are doing in your life. You have to sustain that. You have to be consistent. So do everything in a balanced way, okay? Most of the days of a month you have to eat healthy, but there could be your cheat days, like once in a week, once in a 15 days, you can do whatever you want. Like little bit of sugar is okay, little bit of this and that, just to satisfy your cravings. You know how to do it, and you know how it will suit you. You can do it weekly, or you can do it every 15 days. It's totally your choice, right? You will get to know, once you start following things, once you start planning things and you become consistent, you will get everything, that what is suiting your body and what is not suiting your body. This is also very important. You need to understand your body, because every body is very, very different, okay? So this is like eating the right thing. Because you must have also seen, a lot of people do emotional eating. So why does emotional eating happen? Because there is something wrong in your head. There is something wrong going in your life, which is troubling you, or which is making you do those kind of things. Like you sometimes try to be happy only with the food, because probably you're not handling your situation, your life, or your problems properly. So you just want to deal with the food, that, okay, this is in my control. I can eat and feel good and feel happy. But it doesn't happen like that. Another thing is when you have to do exercise. Now again, I find it very, very important that you need to be able to enjoy the exercise. I'm not saying that if there is a possibility, like, there are people who just don't want to do anything. So it won't work like that. You have to do some physical work for sure. Because it's very, very important when you work, when your body moves. it secretes, it actually has a hormonal change, and it secretes kind of thing in your body which is like happy hormones, and it really works like that. You can try if you have not tried ever, but yes, you have to move your body for sure. You can have different way, you can choose the way to move. There are so many options nowadays. Walking, you can choose. Walking is the simplest thing where you don't have to learn anything from anyone. Walking, jogging, gymming, yoga, swimming as per your choice. And then in, like, there is like aerobics, there is like dancing. So there are so many things. What you need to see that what you enjoy the most. Playing games is also one of that, outdoor games. So you can choose whatever you want, but choose something which you like, which you enjoy. Never force your body to do something which you don't enjoy, because otherwise it will not happen longer. When you are being consistent in these things, what it actually teaches you, what it actually brings in your personality, first, discipline. Because without being consistent, you cannot work on your body, you cannot work on your improvement, right? So when you are consistent, it also teaches you discipline. Discipline, consistency come hand in hand. And when you have these two things, you definitely start feeling more confident about yourself, because it is exactly like कि you have decided, कुछ डिसाइड करा है आपने कि मुझे ये करना है, और फिर आपने उसको अचीव करा है. सो आपको ये कॉन्फिडेंस आता है कि यार मैंने जब ये अचीव करा है तो मैं ये भी अचीव कर सकती हूँ, ये भी अचीव कर सकती हूँ, ये भी. सो दैट process is very very important. So definitely this thing teaches you discipline, sincerity, responsibility towards yourself, towards your mental health and physical health, towards your body, towards your like goals. And it teaches you discipline, it teaches you how to be happier. And of course, because आप ये सब चीज़ें consistently करोगे, it is going to increase the happy hormones in your body. It's going to help you think clearly, and it's going to reduce the irritation, frustration, all negative feelings. It will reduce. All positive feelings it will increase. Also, it works very well for your skin. Your skin starts glowing whole, because you are working on your body. It really has a very good effect, very positive effect on your body. And when you see all these results, you really feel motivated, and you really feel like doing it more and more, and it actually works for your willpower. It actually increases your willpower, right? So in all these ways, when you work on your personality, basically when we are talking about just physical personality and mental health, it really helps you a lot, and you are in a better health, you are in a happy zone, you are in a improvised version of yourself, and you keep working on that, you keep improvising yourself, which actually contributes a lot in your confidence, trust me. And the way you will start working on your this thing, and you will start gaining more confident, you will see how you will handle the life and situation in a better way. So what I want to tell here is another thing, ki it's not about only people who are very ambitious, or who have to face the office work, or maybe have to do business. Only those people, or maybe you are facing the world, you are into some that kind of field, then only you have to work on this. No, then only it's you. Even if you are a homemaker, even if you are someone who's just staying at home or want to do some business of your own, maybe if you are somebody who's just doing back office work, whatever you do, you need to be confident. Because देर इज़ नोबडी इन दिस लाइफ जिसकी लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होती, राइट? जिसकी लाइफ में रिलेशनशिप्स नहीं होते, जिसकी लाइफ में हर्डल्स नहीं होती है. तो आप उन सब चीज़ों को बेटर हैंडल तभी करते हो जब आप कॉन्फिडेंट होते हो. नाउ अनदर थिंग विच वी वांट टू टॉक अबाउट अगेन इज सेल्फ डाउट. सेल्फ डाउट रिमूव करना उतना ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जितना इंपॉर्टेंट है कॉन्फिडेंस को बढ़ाना. और सेल्फ डाउट को जैसे जैसे सेल्फ डाउट को आप कम करते हो, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस और बढ़ता जाता है. और कॉन्फिडेंस और सेल्फ डाउट बहुत ज़्यादा इंटर रिलेटेड होते हैं. सेल्फ डाउट आपका एनिमी है, विच सिट्स इन योर हेड एंड एक्चुअली वर्क लाइक एन एनिमी. बिकॉज आपको कुछ भी एक्शन लेने से अपनी लाइफ में, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपको 10 लोगों के बीच में जाके बोलना है, बट यू आर इन सेल्फ डाउट कि आपको लोग जज कर लेंगे, पता नहीं कौन क्या सोचेगा, पता नहीं कौन क्या बोलेगा, दैट सेल्फ डाउट ऑफ कोर्स. So you will not be able to do it, you will not be able to handle it, and you will miss opportunities, you will miss things like that in your life, and it is endless, right? So how you can work on self doubt, I just want to tell one very simple thing. Please avoid प्लीज़ स्टार्ट बीइंग वॉचफुल, स्टार्ट बीइंग कॉन्शियस कि आप कौन सी ऐसी जगहों पे हो या कौन सी ऐसी प्लेसेस और ऐसे लोग हैं जिनसे आपको ख़राब फीलिंग आता है, जिनके साथ जब आप बैठते हो तो यू फील लो, यू फील इंसल्टेड, यू फील बैड। मे बी आपको डायरेक्टली समझ में नहीं आता है, कोई आपको आके कुछ अनशन नहीं बोल रहा है, गाली नहीं दे रहा है, नो बडी इज़ अब्यूजिंग यू, नो बडी इज़ क्रिटिसाइजिंग यू डायरेक्टली दैट ओके तुम दिस एंड दैट हो, बट कुछ तो हो रहा है। It can be complicated to understand, it can be tactful, because people are like that. So you can just do one thing, you can avoid such places, you can avoid such people. People who are judging you constantly, people who are trying to criticize you constantly, that you are this, you are that, your body is like that, or your this is not looking nice, that is not looking nice. Please avoid such people, because these are the people who actually put you in a situation where you don't trust yourself, you have low self confidence, you have low self esteem, and you have self doubt. So there is only this way that you have to avoid these situations and these kind of people and these kind of environments. And it can be anything. It may look very harsh to you initially, that how can you avoid, and people might will tell you that you are very arrogant, how can you do like this. For example, if you're sitting with a friend and that you just don't want to continue with that friend because you think that sitting with him or her affects you negatively, so you want to stop sitting with them, then they might will come back and say that how can you do like this and that. It's okay, don't bother, don't even bother yourself to go back and explain. You can try it once or twice initially, but if you think it will work, then only try. If you think they can't understand, you don't have any obligation to convince or to explain to them. Okay, just leave that atmosphere. And for the moment when you are working on yourself, it is kind of healing. You are also doing healing procedure, you are also working on your self improvement. So this time you just have to take care of yourself. Even if somebody calls you selfish, it's okay. You need to be strong, you need to be confident, and you need to be away from self doubt, because only then you are a positive person. And whatever you have in your kit, we all are carrying a kit inside, correct? So if we carry, आपने सुना होगा इस बारे में, if you carry flowers, you will distribute flowers and you will smell good. If you carry garbage, which is negativity, so then you will spread negativity and you will spread garbage, which stinks. So maybe people call you selfish, but that's the only way it is. One more thing I want to mention here, that is, you might will have days, weekdays, and days where you are stressed, or maybe you have something else. So cheat days, weekdays, bad days. So these days are okay to have, and you, whenever you have these days, have them, it's okay, and then get back to your routine. So this routine is something that it will keep happening, and it will keep getting distracted also. Like ऐसे time आता रहेगा कि आपका ये routine disturb होएगा, that is okay, but you have to get back on the routine again and again, again and again. This, if you even do this much, you will really see a great difference in yourself, in your personality, like how you are seeing things, how you will see your world around you. Also, when you start working on yourself, actually, when you start working on your physique especially, and you get into a fitter zone, like, healthier zone, your bodies become more fit, and your skin glows, everything. So then after that, if you even wear clothes or whatever you wear, it actually gives you a very different kind of look and definition, and you feel good. You feel good in your body and in your clothing, and it actually adds a very different element of confidence and self-love in you. And that's magical, that's really magical. So I think all these things really add a magic in you, and I think it's very, very beautiful. So I just hope that you understand and you start your self improvement journey, your confidence journey from today, right now. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon with the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.